So we made our first big step towards work and organisation and came here to our third HQ on Deansgate in Manchester city centre.
No more shirts in the wardrobe, unfortunately.
Yeah, the place is a bit posher now than it was back then.
It was one of the cheapest places in town, although with a real battle axe to contend with on the reception.
In 2009 we began the clearance category. We wanted to fill this with as many weird and wonderful shirts and items from around the world as we could.
And all at bargain prices. It all started with Lotto and a bulk order of Palermo shirts, as well as Serbia and Ukraine gear from the 2006 World Cup.
When the delivery came, we filled this reception with boxes of goods, which we handballed up the stairs and sorted and counted on our hands and knees in the corridors.
When he said more organised, he meant in our own special way.
The clearance category proved an instant hit.
Palermo 07-08 home shirts became a UK five-a-side favourite.
Serbia padded bench coats were all the rage in Argentina.
And collectors worldwide appreciated the opportunity to tick off Zolta Verigem from their wish lists.
And now the race was on for us to keep this section of the website as well stocked as the classics. Everybody knows the best shirts come from Italy.
Great teams and great style.
We had Lotto, but we wanted more.
But we had a problem. We didn't speak Italian.
Golazzo! Okay, so we didn't speak Italian. So we found a man who did and set him the task of contacting every club and manufacturer in Italy to find us the best in clearance stock. First there was Legea, kits of Livorno, Messina and Pescara.
And remember Mass?
Yeah.
From them we got Siena, Cesena and Triestina.
San Marino national team, we got access to their kit room stock.
Plus we made contacts here in the UK as well.
Surridge anyone?
We were able to sell Queen of the South shirts for $5.99,
Clyde sweatshirts for $3.99,
and Air United socks for $1.99.
We started to look to different countries too.
We found Umbro in Poland and bought hundreds of Corona Kielce, LKS Wads and Wisla Krakow shirts.
In Holland we started working with Mesita, who produced shirts for Cercle Bruges, Hansa Rostock, MVV and Omniworld.
Everybody wanted a shirt with a ram's head badge.
And then it happened, a deal that was so big there was no way we would be able to unload it out on the street anymore.
AC Milan.
They said they had kit room stock going back 20 years.
We do. You need to come and see it, it's fantastic.
Okay, so we flew over to check it out, and incredibly it was true.
Of course it was.
Sorry, I just could not imagine 100,000 units of kit room stock going all the way back to the early 90s.
And it wasn't just shirts, we had jackets, tracksuit, training bibs, shorts and socks.
You even had old underpants.
Yes we did.
And we committed to buy it all, every last piece.
Especially the underpants.
But where would we put it all?
By this time of the summer of 2010, we'd filled up 4 office suites full of stock, nearly all of the second floor.
There was no chance we were going to fit 4 lorry loads of AC Milan gear into this place, so we found ourselves a warehouse. And in January 2011 started the unenviable task of moving all of the stock we'd accumulated from 5 years of trading.
By this point we had 6 full-time employees, and with the help of family and friends,
less so the removal company who was supposed to be doing the job, they were useless.
We eventually moved everything down these stairs by hand onto lorries and over to our new HQ.
Here at Edwin Road, next door to this place. Now we had the space to grow our inventory to a comparatively infinite scale.
The number of requests we had each day was phenomenal, and we wanted to keep everybody happy.
We hate to not have the shirt in stock that visitors to the website are looking for.
We hate to say no, that shirt's not available.
We want to blow your mind when you come to the website with such a range of choice of items and shirts that you can't even remember what it was that you came here for in the first place.
And all of that was possible because we had this warehouse!
The target now was to try and work with every club and manufacturer across Europe and beyond, and nobody was too big or too small.
Adidas or Astore,
Arsenal or Aris Thessaloniki,
while continuing to offer the best classics from the 80s through to the 2000s.
Shirts that were new when we first started were now classics too. Everything was growing.
We began to specialise in player issue shirts too.
Our access to clubs, kit rooms and manufacturers' unsold inventories had yielded some great discoveries of stock that had not previously been commercially available.
And you guys couldn't get enough of it.
Especially our hardcore following in East Asia. In 2012 we made lots of you happy by sourcing a bulk load of Nike player issue shirts for their top teams from the 11-12 season.
And it was our ambition to continue this each year.
To always be the place to find player issue shirts and training items to the exact specification as worn by your heroes.
In 2014, now with a team of over 15, we made a trip to China to meet up with our best customer over there and sponsor the AC Milan Glory Legends match.
We had some great fun and made a lot of friends promoting the CFS brand and making shirt and football fanatics aware of us. When we returned, we knew the time was right to expand our HQ. So we built a mezzanine floor to extend the capacity of the warehouse to 25,000 square feet.
They said we'd never fill it.
2 years later, and we're already working on plans to extend it. By our 10th anniversary, we've worked with almost every club and manufacturer and have been lucky enough to have some of the rarest shirts of all time pass through our hands.
We've provided shirts for weddings, stag do's and even Hollywood films.
We built tens of thousands of followers on social media, we've got over 150,000 registered customers and have shipped to over 150 countries. And we thank you for all of your support. Everybody at CFS loves football and shirts, and you inspire us to source ever more interesting items and to work as hard as we possibly can each day to serve you. It is our pleasure, and here's to another 10 years in shirts. Who knows what future classics might be out there? Whoa!